Okay, so Ina is going to tell you a little bit about herself. I'm going to try it again. Ina is going to tell you a little bit about herself. And she's going to tell you why she's involved in Mozilla and maybe why it matters for a contributor like her to constantly be involved.
Selamat sore, saya Ina. Saya tinggal di Jakarta. Kalau menurut teman-teman di sini, karena saya berkontribusi ke Mozilla, kira-kira background saya apa? IT. Kira-kira kalau begini gitu bentukannya, IT bagian apa? Desain. Apa lagi? Programming. Terus apa lagi? Database. Oke. Apa? Marketing. Jadi saya kuliahnya politik. Lalu saya kerja menjadi project manager untuk proyek-proyek kesenian. Jadi saya bekerja dengan seniman, bikin instalasi, bikin pameran lukisan, bikin proyek kesenian misalnya yang menghubungkan seni rupa sama fashion, kayak gitu. Dunia saya sebetulnya jauh sekali dari teknologi. Tapi Mozilla adalah organisasi yang memberi ruang untuk semua orang dengan kemampuan apapun untuk berkontribusi. Jadi selain mengerjakan pekerjaan saya dan selain background saya yang politik itu tadi, saya dari dulu senang berorganisasi, senang jadi aktivis, bikin acara, juga senang demonstrasi karena saya nggak tahan panas. Ada demonstrasi di jalan. Jadi dari situ lalu saya bergabung dengan Mozilla di tahun 2011. Saya mulai dengan bekerja untuk membangun komunitas di Indonesia. Dengan membangun komunitas itu misalnya bikin acara, terus kemudian seperti sekarang datang ke beberapa sekolah, datang ke kampus juga untuk memperkenalkan webmaker yang memungkinkan supaya siapapun dengan latar belakang apapun bisa membuat konten untuk web meskipun tanpa kemampuan untuk coding. Itu adalah hal-hal yang cocok dan sesuai sekali dengan pengalaman saya sendiri gitu. Di Mozilla saya merasa bahwa tidak ada eksklusivitas. Nggak ada yang misalnya anak IT itu lebih canggih atau lebih jago daripada yang bukan IT gitu, atau sebaliknya. Jadi karena itu semua adalah hal yang bisa dipelajari dan itu semua hal yang bisa dibagi juga dengan orang lain. Itu salah satu sebab kenapa kontribusi untuk Mozilla. Buat teman saya Rara, mungkin pengalamannya sedikit berbeda, tapi Rara mungkin juga bisa cerita sedikit latar belakangnya apa, Rara?
Ya pasti saya bukan IT, saya bukan anak sosmed juga, dan apalagi anak biologi atau kimia. Sehari-hari saya kerjanya itu, saya lulusan Fakultas Kedokteran Gigi Universitas Hasanuddin. Jadi kerjaan saya sehari-hari bisa gigi orang, atau nambal gigi atau gitu-gitu lah.
Ada yang kampus ke dokter gigi di sini? Nggak ada.
Terus saya bergabung dengan Mozilla 2011, tapi sebelumnya sudah sedikit membantu memperkenalkan Mozilla di salah satu event blogger besar di tahun 2010. saya mulai jadi Mozilla representatif dan sampai sekarang saya dengan 13 orang Mozilla representatif di Indonesia lainnya masih terus berkontribusi bersama dengan Cina. Ada Arif juga yang dari Malang dan ada teman kita itu dari Semarang, ada juga yang dari Jakarta.
Dari situ sebetulnya yang mau saya bilang kepada teman-teman semua di sini adalah kami mengundang teman-teman yang sebetulnya sekarang dunianya sudah bergerak dengan teknologi untuk berkontribusi dengan Mozilla, bisa di bidang yang diminati, bisa mendevelop sesuatu, bisa memprogram sesuatu, bisa membantu kami memperbaiki database, bisa ikut menjawab kalau misalnya orang mengalami kesulitan, mengalami masalah dengan salah satu proyek Mozilla. Biasanya orang akan file a bug, terus yang punya kemampuan untuk menyelesaikannya bisa membantu menyelesaikannya. Siapapun bisa berkontribusi untuk melakukan itu kalau mereka mau dan punya kemampuan itu. Nanti kami akan share link, bisa gabung di website yang mana dan alamat email apa atau akun Twitter apa. Tapi sebelumnya saya kembalikan ke Bobi dan Laura, sepertinya sudah siap. Terima kasih.
So, does that make sense? Kind of why Mozilla has contributors? Does anybody have any questions about that? Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Bobi, and I can speak French properly.
That's okay.
Yeah. Okay, my name is Rowi, and I want to ask you something. First, I first ask you about the Mozilla live chat features. Can you tell me about the Mozilla live chat feature right now?
The live chat feature?
Yeah.
So what have you seen?
I think that it's like forum. I think it's like a forum chatting from
Yeah. So it's live chat, right?
Yeah, it's live chat. Yeah.
So live chat. I think what you're talking about is something called Hello.
Yes.
Hello. And so Hello is a cool story. It actually came out of this something called. How many people know what WebRTC is? Nobody. That's even cooler. So WebRTC is like, and if I get too technical, stop me. So WebRTC, commonly for the internet to work, you need a server, and a bunch of people who connect to the server. And that's fine. So these are, maybe this is you, that's a good picture. This is you, lost some hair. So that's how the internet worked for a long time. And then WebRTC was a way to do something a little bit different, where instead of there being a server here, we just kind of get rid of it, and then we make it possible for these two people to connect to each other. And so Mozilla Hello is a way to do that. What's really interesting about this is that all of the code and the idea is all open source. And a friend of mine helped work on the implementation of that so that it gets into Firefox, and he's no longer a staff member. He just wants to help. And so there's this interesting story where people want features to exist in Firefox, and so they write the code and they get involved as a contributor, as a volunteer to make it happen. And now there's magic. So that's a good question. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions about that?
Okay, maybe I have clarification.
Sure.
Okay, sir, I have a big fan of Firefox because of my because since Firefox version 1, the first version of the Firefox I have used it.
Cool.
That's good. Yeah. Until now is the 14th version. And now Firefox is now is more interesting in the user and then something else. And then I want to ask you about something like Firefox OS and then Firefox TV and something else.
Sure.
How about the development of them? How about the Firefox can make the application, but you are a non-profit organization which is not profit, and then you cannot get profit from that. Would you like to tell me about that?
So if I'm not wrong, you want to hear about how we make products without making a profit. That's a really hard answer. But I think there's a lot of pieces of it that are still really interesting because of the sort of community involvement. It's a nonprofit. Was anybody surprised to hear Mozilla is a nonprofit? Did you know that before, like today? Because you've used it for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Just firstly, does everybody know what a nonprofit is?
Yeah.
Do you know what a nonprofit is?
I know.
You know. And this might get complicated too. So just raise your hand if I start talking too fast, just like that. If I start talking too fast, raise your hand. Typically, corporations will make a product and they will put it out into the market so that people can buy it and they can make money off of that product. And Mozilla created Firefox so that in the same kind of way, but we don't make money directly from people buying Firefox. Mozilla makes lots of money in partnerships with Yahoo, with Google, and most of that is ad revenue, like advertising. And it comes in because of the little search box in the corner. And so we have a partnership with those companies so that they can, they give us money to exist, and we don't have to sell anything to the users. And this works well enough, and we can remain a nonprofit. And instead of trying to get money from people, we can pursue a mission, which is to keep the web open and free. So it's kind of healthy. I think that answers your question a little bit. Yeah. Okay, cool. If you want to know more about it, we can dig in, but it's a pretty hairy thing. The Mozilla Foundation. So there's Firefox, which is made by Mozilla, and there's like a big ring of Mozilla like this, and then where Laura and I work is the Mozilla Foundation. And so the Mozilla Foundation is very purely a nonprofit. We don't receive ad money from Google or Yahoo. We have to go out into the community and raise money from people who give us grants. We raise money through donations. People give us gifts sometimes for lots of money because we want to be able to pursue certain projects. And so Webmaker, which is why Laura and I are here, is actually funded by people who have an interest in keeping the web open and free. So you can see how that kind of works. Because people, everyone in the world, to some degree, has an interest in keeping the web open, we can get money to sustain that, and thus products exist to help that work. Does that make sense?